Alright, welcome to another 902 gaming video, and today I got a sweet one. There was some new deck list posted a few days ago on the magic.gg website, and there is one of my favorite creatures from Crimson Vow in it, Toxrill the Corrosive. I'm hoping eventually, actually, this is probably one of the other times I'll ever spend gems on the alternate version, but it's still not available yet. I have a feeling if I play the Mad Science, you can see back here, I might get it if I play it enough times, but we'll see what happens anyway. I don't know if I'll do that or to spend the gems to get random ones. I'd rather just buy the one that I want. But yeah, we got a sweet reanimation deck here, it looks like. Again, I haven't played any of these decks, and there's quite a few mythics in this one. Also playing a card that I struggle with sometimes. Sometimes it's really good, and other times it's just really terrible. And that's Culling Ritual. But we'll see how it plays out here. This possibly could be any other mass removal spell, although something tells me it plays along with generates a lot of mana with old Rutstein, I think, whatever. This card I actually found very good against aggressive decks, not so great against control decks, but we'll see how that actually works out. I think it's a powerful card overall. I just don't know where it has a home, and I'm hoping that this shell somewhere's here with Diagraph Rebirth and Mulch and Thirst for Discovery. We have all these pieces that are just screaming for a really good reanimation strategy. We just need the right creatures. Maybe some of the right removal, and I think we're getting one of the creatures in Kamigawa. The dragon, I think, is going to fit in this deck very well. It may replace Tovolar, so it'll be pretty sweet. But I actually think for this, I was thinking about doing best of 3 for this, so I prepared the sideboard, but I think I'm just going to stick to best of 1 for right now, although I'll probably come back if I do ever decide to do a best of 3, and I'll post it and judge the reaction from there. Again, I've said it before, like, I don't really want to play for 2 hours for one matchup, especially if it's a horrible matchup, or even worse, it's just a boring matchup. So we'll just do best of 1, I guess. See how we do. See how it goes. No new spoilers today for Kamigawa, unfortunately. There's some commander ones, but I'm not really going to go over that because I tend to just want to focus on standard. And if you haven't checked out any of the videos from yesterday with the bans, restricted announcements, hopefully, I'm hoping that this positions this deck a little bit better as well. Because blue-red was one of the tempo game of blue-red was one of the problems of this deck. I don't really have anything going on until turn 4, so I want to mulligan this. I don't really want to mulligan. I hate mulliganing on the play, but unfortunately, well, this isn't any better. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna put a Diagraph Rebirth on the bottom. I do need green mana early. Yeah. I also need blue mana early. And I also need black mana early. I'm going to play this on the black side. And then I'll play this on the green side, since I think I need black and green a little bit more than blue, especially given just what my hand is. Okay, that's fine. Looks like I'm playing against red-white. Maybe clerics or something. Could just be just a random aggressive deck with Angel Fire. No, I got my colors. And this is where this card will fail, unfortunately, I find. If it was 3 mana, I'm playing against just got a control deck. Okay. Fantastic. Likely just going to get smushed here, but there's not a lot I can do about that. This will get countered. Maybe divide by 0. And it's basically game over at this point. This is why I'm glad this card was actually banned. If that's what it is, I don't know. It could just be a random counter spell as well. They could just try to kill it too. Fateful Absence or something like that. Cool. But yeah, this strategy, the big problem is you can't really play against decks that are running a lot of tempo spells, which the blue-red deck tends to run. You got Fading Hope and Divide by 0, but now Divide by 0 is banned in Standard, so we'll see what ends up happening there. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I'm glad this card's banned. I hate this card. I like playing it, but I hate it. I hate when you're just like this and you're, say, like at this point right now, it's basically game over for me. I've lost so much. You know, this isn't a haste creature. There's not a lot of haste creatures in the format. I think that's part of the reason why this card is does so well, because there's not a lot of haste creatures in the format. I think that's something that this deck is also missing. I think it's missing a haste creature. I like to see like a haste / hexproof creature. Yeah. Just playing against Jeskai control. Again, this is precisely the reason why I do not want to play best of 3, because I would not want to sit there and play against this deck for 2 hours. It's just, it would be boring. I don't think I have any double black spells here. I do have Toxrill. Okay, so, and I have double green. Okay, so we'll play it as the black source anyway. We'll rebirth Tovalar. He's a pretty good reanimation target, since he leaves some stuff behind. I probably actually could have culling. No, I couldn't have culling Ritual there. I think in this case, this is where you would have like the Crag Plate Baloth has hexproof and haste, so it is a great reanimation target. But we'll see what they end up doing here. They're playing white, so they likely have Doomscar as protection. Yeah. Four damage removal spell. Oh, okay. That's fine too. Calling Ritual will kill that. I think they played a land this turn, did they not? They did. I have two options here. I can play Old Rutstein and Infernal Grasp the Dragon. We'll target this with Infernal Grasp, and I'll still have Thirst for Discovery up. We'll force them to use mana on their turn. But again, this is one of the reasons why I don't ever want to play best of 3 because these decks tend to be real grind fests, and it doesn't really. I mean, I think I'm already bordering on not having extremely entertaining decks, or it's extremely entertaining videos. I couldn't imagine having it at 2 hours where you try and fill in points of discussion about the same deck over and over and over and over again. This would be great if this was a divide by 0 now. They would probably concede. Yep, it's fine. Didn't quite get there. That's okay. 1 mana shy. I would have liked another Diagraph Rebirth there. Unfortunately, 3 lands out of 4 cards, not the best. Play this. If I play Brutstein, doesn't really give me anything, but I might as well play it anyway. Okay. Get a treasure token, so that gives me 4 mana. Yeah. That's it. Nothing much else to do. Yeesh. It's terrible. Yeah, I think that's fine, I guess. I'll discard that. Yep. No, there's the 5 mana one. I think now I can play this as the blue source. So I have a few options. I can just play Toxrill out. Oh, it's not great here. It's possible that I want to get this back instead of this. They likely have Fading Hope, correct? I'm guessing. They likely have Fading Hope, so I think I want to leave some stuff behind here. No, they did not have Fading Hope. Okay, well, that's fine. Yep. Likely lots of removal. Again, this is, it goes back to one of the reasons why I don't like playing best of. Yep. Okay. It doesn't copy that. Do you have something else? No? Okay. Oh, I guess maybe they just cast it to hit the... Okay. Yeah, there's a good chance they're just playing. They'll probably just have another Doomscar or something like that. It's fine. There's not a lot I can do about that. Although Coma can become indestructible. What do you get to do? Draw 2? Discard. Okay. Tox roll would have been good here. Because then the 2 tokens would have died. But yep. Sure. And Battle of Frost and Fire, eh? And divide by 0. Okay. Cinderglasm? Sure. Now, was the other card at land? Yeah, of course it was. Which is kind of what I figured. That's fine. Actually, my turn. Good game. Well, I think they likely should have just tapped in response, floated the mana, and then allowed me to, and they would have just been able to bounce Coma right away. And it likely would have made the difference there. All right, I'm going to play another one because that was just a slog, which is fine. I mean, it's okay. It's just I hate having cards in matchups that are just terrible, like Culling Ritual. But that's, you know, that's just the drawback to playing those. Oh, now I have a Duress, eh? Okay. Well, let's see what's going on. Probably nothing. It's probably all creatures, right? Oh, a couple Angel Fires. And a Smoldering Egg. Okay. Well, I'm not particularly concerned about this card. What do I have in my deck? Anything that's worried about this at all? No, not actually, not at all. Oh. Sorry, it took too long. I don't think I was worried about that card at all. Should just taken an Angel Fire Ignition there anyway. Try another one. See how it goes. But again, that's one of the reasons why I was saying previously that on the video that I did yesterday that I don't think Alrund's Epiphany is necessarily in and of itself a bad card. I think when you pair it with stuff like the galvanic iteration and divide by 0, and it's there, you have basically all these tempo plays. It makes it a misery to play against. With only one of them in the format, it would have been okay. Like with, you know, Alrund's Epiphany or divide by 0, it would have been fine. Yeah. And I still think they should have done restricted cards versus non-restricted cards, or non-restricted cards. Oh. That's fine. Okay. Not sure why you would commit your mana in this form, in this way, but that's fine. Don't really have anything to do with it. So. You got a blue source here. Oh, okay. What's this thing? 1 mana. Okay. I need to draw a blue source, so hopefully. Nope. All right. Play this as a black source. What does this happen? It dies. It has 2 or more counters. Okay. So it's a 3/3 trample. Sure. Yeah. I think we'll discard Culling Ritual. Hey, there's a blue source. Get Toxrill back. Not bad. I think it's a on each creature, so it doesn't matter what it is. Okay, cool. It's like not a non-ooze creature or something. Ooh, what's this thing do? Alright. What does this thing do? Whenever it attacks. Mm-hmm. Let's discard this and the mulch, I guess. Okay. And we'll duress just to see what's going on. It's probably just creatures, but oh, okay. Well, both of these kind of suck. We'll get rid of that one. Deck. No cards. They got 1 card. Ooh. I got another one. Good game. Well, this is not a great card against Toxrill. Not a great card. It kind of gives me 2 tokens when that's the type of situation. All right, cool. I'm not gonna play another one there. I'm gonna just kind of leave it at that. It was a long match in the first one, and a couple of scuffed ones towards the end there. So, I mean, essentially in the last game that I played, there's kind of what you saw supposed to happen with the deck. You know, basically just put a big dork out Toxrill or Coma, or and basically just take over the game. Not a lot of changes I would make to this deck, not right off the bat anyway. Culling Ritual might be something else. I might put in Meathook Massacre maybe. At least it has I understand that Culling Ritual is basically designed just for the mono white and potentially the mono green, but not as much. But the mono white, this card just absolutely annihilates. Getting 5 mana or 6 mana off of this card when your opponents have 3 or 4 or 5 creatures out or whatever it happens to be, I think you just swing the game so much. But I'd rather see this in the sideboard, potentially over Parasitic Grasp. Maybe even want to see Parasitic Grasp in the main. But yeah, I think that would be the only change I would make. You could maybe do a split. But I think I'd rather see maybe 1 copy. Maybe play 1 Meathook Massacre. Maybe 2 Meathook Massacres, and then play just 1. This is a card that I just absolutely have loved so far in any deck that I play like this. Just because you can flash back, so you can return any of your mass removal spells. You can return a Diagraph Rebirth, your Thirst for Discovery, your removal, your duresses. It's a little bit on the expensive side, yes. But the fact that you can get two cards back with it, I really like that. I really like that about this card. That's about the only changes I would make. Not too concerned about the sideboard. But that's about the only changes I would make, I think. Maybe I might try to include possibly 1 more blue source as well. I think it's called Dreamroot. Yeah. That'd be it. That'd be the only other change I would make. Just because I think it needs a little bit more blue. You really want that blue source on turn 3. Although it's not really playing a lot of blue. You have like old Rutstein to make the treasure tokens as well. I think Duress is pretty decent in the main deck right now. I think I said it in a previous video when I was talking about the black snow decks, or the black X snow decks. I think Duress right now is poised in, maybe not in the metagame going forward after the bans yesterday. And we'll see how the format shakes out. I think the format's going to get more aggressive, which again still means that this type of strategy will have a place in the format for sure. Again, you're not really playing. You won't be playing against a whole bunch of tempo. Although I think the Snow Delver, I guess the mono blue, or the blue red Delver style decks will still exist. But they also took a big hit with losing Faceless Haven. So if the format does become a bit more mid-rangey, then I like where this stands, especially given Kamigawa was also coming out. We'll see some better creatures that can resist some removal spells. Pardon me. But yeah, I really like this deck. I don't think there'd be much else I'd change to it. I didn't really play from the sideboard, but I would probably include, maybe get rid of a Parasitic Grasp and put another Culling Ritual in the sideboard, maybe 2. This card is just absolutely nuts against the right matchups. But yeah, that'll do it for this video today. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you later.